Now, what does that Labour Day announcement of a 12% minimum wage increase and 15% for agricultural workers actually mean for Kenyan workers? Let's break down what they earn now and what the new pay for these workers could look like once the changes are gazetted. Now, at the lowest end are general workers. These are cleaners, gardeners, house helps, messengers. They're some of the most common jobs across Kenya's informal and entry-level workforce, currently earning just over 16,000 shillings a month in cities and just under 15,000 shillings in major towns and about 8,600 shillings in other towns. Now, with the new 12% increase, that rises to just above 18,000 shillings. But in rural areas where many of these jobs also exist, the wages are much lower, moving from about 8,600 to just under 10,000 shillings. Now, for service and security workers, and these include waiters, cooks, shop attendants, as well as night watchmen, the wages currently sit between 17 and 18,000 shillings. After the increase, most will move closer to or just about 20,000 shillings a month. But in rural areas, the same roles will earn nearly half of that, increasing to just above 11,000 shillings after that adjustment. When we move up the scale, we have semi-skilled workers, and these include drivers, clerks, receptionists, as well as machine operators. These are roles that often require training or experience, but still fall within minimum wage structures. In cities, their earnings are set to rise from just over 21,000 shillings to about 24,000 shillings monthly. In rural areas, the same category moves from around 16,500 shillings to just over 18,000 shillings. Now, at the top end of the minimum wage scale are artisans. These are skilled workers such as tailors, mechanics, technicians, which are hands-on jobs that require technical ability and training. Their pay in cities could now rise from about 36,000 shillings to over 40,000 shillings a month. And in rural areas, where the wages are slightly lower, will move from 32,000 to about 36,000 shillings. And then there are the agricultural workers who will receive a higher 15% increase. These are the farm laborers, tea and coffee pickers, plantation workers, and livestock handlers, generally the people behind Kenya's food supply. They're mostly based in rural areas. Their wages, often under 9,000 shillings, will now move closer to 10,000 shillings a month. Now, for most of these workers, the increase translates to between 2,000 and 4,000 shillings more per month in their salary. And while the increase offers some relief, the bigger question remains, is it enough to keep up with the cost of living? And as Sylvia Cathoni has just asked, can employers afford it?